visit hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Bill is loving high school. He's out there blocking for JB. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for the boys, they know it's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, bonjour, d'amour. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
All right. It's Friday night. Welcome to the Prison Show. As you all know, we're actually recording this Monday night so we can get it in time, into the station in time for them to put it in the right slot and play it for you Friday night. So bear with us. We're still out of the station, low these 6 months later, and no end in sight. I don't know if everybody's heard, we have a major mold problem inside the building, and for safety's sake, we are not allowed to return. I don't know if we'll ever get back in it. So that's why these fund drives that we just finished are so critically important. And we thank everybody that made any donation whatsoever to the Prison Show. Thank you. It's how we've been on the air low these 40 and a half years now. And it's all because of your good graces, because of your kindness and generous donations. So tonight we have a pretty good show lined up for you. We've got, all right, we have a great show lined up for you. We've got Jennifer Erschabek right off the bat from TIFA and waving at us. And we've got Sherlonda Brisby, and we don't have her on camera, but we will have her audio, so you'll hear everything she has to say. Her son, hey, hello. Her son is over on Jester, and she has been advocating for him for some time now and helping him get his education and things, and we will talk about that. Then, of course, we have the great Dave Atwood, a legend in Houston advocacy circles. He's given himself the thumbs down, but we all give him the thumbs up. And, he's widely known for his advocacy, particularly on the subject of the death penalty. And we will talk to him more about that in a little while. Then, of course, we have back from wherever he's been lately, Daniel Minisini. No, he's really been here several weeks in a row now, which we consider a good thing. And he'll
really like his backdrop.
Yeah, he's got his Prison Show backdrop going there. That's great. Yeah. And I'm out of uniform. I just realized it.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yeah, so you got to get us some tie-dye Prison Show shirts.
Yeah, I can get them ready-made like that, but they're probably more than what you're paying for those.
Probably so.
I don't know. They're probably like $15, $18 a pop, something like that.
They still be pretty cool.
Yeah, they look pretty good. At any rate, Daniel will be bringing us a Spanish/English portion of the show so that he can get all our Spanish-speaking brothers up to speed, brothers and sisters, up to speed on what's going on with the rest of the program. And with that, I think we'll just go to Miss Jennifer Erschabek and get the ball rolling.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First, I have to give a shout out to all my friends, all the units out there, to Darrington, Ramsey, Wynn, Stringfellow, all the guys who've been writing me the last couple of weeks. I'm getting letters by the the stacks. So we're trying to get those turned around as fast as we can. We've heard some comments that people aren't getting answers to the letters, and guys, we're working as hard as we can to reply to them. If you send letters to the law office of Robin Harlan about face mask or excessive use of force or anything you want to report and you're scared of retaliation, we won't be able to reply to those. So first of all, I'm going to make a few announcements, and then we'll talk about the Texas Tribune Festival, because they've got some cool topics on criminal justice issues that I thought y'all might be interested in hearing. So number one, I wanted to clear up the rumor that Tifa is supplying pizza, Cheetos, and Hot Pockets. We don't have a budget to do that. I wish we could. I think we probably mentioned in the notes one time that Lori Davis said that that would be a good idea. I think I heard one unit had some Hot Pockets, but that's all I've heard about that. So that's not Tifa doing that, and the officers aren't eating it, so you're not getting it. So that's a rumor. The other thing, and Hank, you can help me with this one, is we're getting some comments about the conference call notes that we take on Wednesday after the TDCJ conference call, and we're getting some letters that say there's so much information, but so much of it is just not true. And we realize that, you know, we are just as frustrated with the answers as you are, but we'll keep hammering on them and asking it until, you know, they get tired and give up the information. But we do the best we can. Do we believe them 100%? Absolutely not. Are they pulling the wool over our eyes? No, they're not. So we kind of understand where you're coming from, but just understand that what we send you in the notes is their reply to our questions. So we will continue with that. And one of the things we found in the past is sometimes we can submit an issue and we'll get read, you know, policy or procedure, but magically the situation is fixed. So they won't admit to something being wrong, but it'll get fixed, and they'll just tell us how it's supposed to be. So
exactly,
it does work out sometime. We have a Plano parole packet workshop November 10th. You can now go online and register for that. We have a couple of Zoom classes, one on Wednesday, which is navigating TDCJ, which is free to everybody. And I asked Sharon if she would do the topic on medical and healthcare in TDCJ this week. So that's what I asked for the topic. I don't know if that's what it's going to be. We'll have to see, because it's been kind of a crazy week with everything going on. And then on Thursday nights, we have Advocacy in Action, and that's a 10-week series where we have advocacy team members, and they're just training classes on everything to how the session works, how a bill is filed, how to talk to your legislators. We did one last week based on this book, Never Split the Difference. It's on how to negotiate and have difficult conversations by Chris Voss. And he's a negotiator with the FBI. And there's different techniques you could use. And we thought this would be appropriate because trying to change criminal justice laws is a difficult conversation. And so that's why we thought this would be a good fit. Let's see, what else? Okay, let me give the law office address again. If you want to send in complaints about officers not wearing masks or retaliation, if you have information about deaths, you can send the information to Tifa, care of the law office of Robin Harlan, Harlin. Her address is 4001 North Shepherd Drive, Suite 200, Houston, Texas 77018, and you can label that as legal mail. Okay. Next, I wanted to talk about the Texas Tribune Festival. I signed up to do it because it's all virtual this year and it's all online. So there's a number of ones that I've registered for. One, I listened to the criminal justice reform in the time of COVID today, which had Representative White and also Nicole Collier on there. I'll talk about that in a minute. Then I'm also signing up for the House agenda, the Senate agenda, the budget, and the 87th legislature, because that's going to determine how everything is conducted in the next couple of years. Then on September 18th, there'll be criminal justice in the 87th legislature. And I also signed up for a one-on-one with John Meacham, who's a historian who does a lot of presidential history. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my time. I hope to have, and another 2 more. Will that Texas House split? Will it flip from Republican to Democrat? And then also cruel and unusual punishment. And Carrie Bleckinger is going to be the moderator on that one. So I'll be attending that one also. So the one I attended today was criminal justice reform during the time of COVID. Okay, I'll talk fast. The topics they brought up were early release, and then also the number of people who are in prison who have been given parole and not been able to get to programming. So they were talking about the problems that COVID has highlighted. Representative White talked about some of the methods that they were using to get people through the program. Some of it is through packets, as we know, for changes. And then also, some, if they've been waiting a very long time, they can send the case back to be revoted. In the future, he talks about maybe programming can be done on tablets. There could be more packets done so that we don't have all these people stacked up to get into programming. They talked about early release from jails, because they were talking that actually keeping people in jail results in instability of families and also communities, because people stay in jail so long, then they come back and they're actually innocent, and they have no job, they're behind on their bills, they've lost their homes. So that's another thing that they want to work on, that they talked about. Representative White also thought a focus during this session would be medical. Hank, you'll be interested in that, because COVID has focused on the medical issues with the elderly, those who have underlying conditions, and also the conditions in prison. He also talked about returning to the issue of copay, either to lower it again or completely do away with it. And then Collier was talking about phones and phone calls and communications. She thought that was important, but TDCJ has lowered it to 6 cents per minute. So we will hope that maybe with the tablets and messaging, we can keep that low too, because they're also interested in that. We'll have to push in to get parole reform. We are working on earned time credit, and then also our real major focus is independent oversight. Did I make it?
You made it. Independent oversight is absolutely critical. And
absolutely,
I need folks to understand, every Wednesday on these calls, we ask all these questions that people come up with for the rest of the week. We always ask about visiting. We always ask about phones. We always ask about healthcare. We always ask about programs. And the answers have been the same for 6 months now. I don't expect them to change, but we are keeping in front of them on these matters so that if they have a chance where they could do something better, maybe they'll do it. Thank you, Jennifer.
And Johnny's and lockdowns and,
Oh yeah,
mixing
food especially, yeah.
mixing people who have positives and negatives, because that drives me nuts, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm on top of that with them. So.
Yeah, and I don't see any way to get them to stop it at this point. And, we get new reports of it every single week. So
Right.
it's a habit with them.
Right. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you so much.
Everybody be safe.
All right. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you. I'll see you
Bye.
Wednesday on the call.
Oh, yeah.
Now, folks, you may wonder why I'm wearing a mask when supposedly COVID is going away and everything. Well, here's the deal. Last Wednesday, 20 states had rising cases of COVID. What is this, Monday? 30 states now have rising cases of COVID again. So washy-washy. If you touch it, wash it. If somebody else touches it, wash it. If you think it hadn't been washed, wash it. And wear your mask and keep your distance. That's everybody, inside or out. We're never going to get over this if people keep poo-pooing it and acting like it's not a real thing. It's a real thing. And now really, probably by tonight, 190,000 Americans have died from this Democratic hoax. So you can stop all your baloney and help your fellow Americans. Help people instead of harming them. Okay. Now, let me move past this. Miss Sherlonda, there you are. All right. Sherlonda, how you doing? You got to unmute.
Fine. I'm fine. How are y'all?
Like $1 million every day.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I am too. Thank you. Hey, Dave. Hey, Hank. I thank y'all for having me here.
It's good that you come. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. And all right, so you have a son on Gesture 3.
That's
so
correct.
you can speak from the point of view of a parent, but also because you've been helping him with things like getting his education and stuff as an advocate. So you have kind of a dual role here. How is that going?
I would say it's going better now than before. Actually, when my son was sentenced, it was about maybe 14 years ago, and basically he was 19 when he was sentenced. He got a 30-year sentence. Never been in trouble before for aggravated robbery with a BB gun, and we did a PSI, and we didn't understand what she meant when she said with a cap of 30 years. We didn't know that that's what she was going to get, but he was in the 180th court with Debbie Mantu Strickland. And anyway, my son was 19, and he was a good kid, college student, basically had his high school diploma, was in college, and going to the Navy. He was in the Navy delayed program, and this happened to him, and I was told that my son, he didn't need anything. He didn't need anything. He didn't need any education because he didn't need a GED. He didn't need nothing. And I said, well, how is that true? How is that true? Because when he comes home, he's going to need to do something. How is he going to get a job? What is he going to do?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what yardstick they use to measure these things by, but a lot of times it doesn't make any sense. If you've got a 19-year-old there and you have an opportunity to make sure he finishes his education, it seems like we ought to be doing that, because a more educated person is less likely to reoffend. And if they're worried about his offense in the first place, it seems like they'd help educate a young man.
Well, they did not. They told me that his sentence was too long. He already had a high school diploma. So they said his sentence was too long and too lengthy. So he didn't get free college. So I paid, me and my family, my mother, his father, we paid for him to go to school. So we paid for college up until 2019, last year. They gave him a student loan. And they told me that he would have to be responsible for it. As soon as he gets home, he paroles, he's got to start paying on that loan.
Right. Well, don't even get me started on the stuff that's going on in TDCJ and also out in the community where they're victimizing people with student loans.
Yeah.
It's some sort of predatory practice that needs to end.
Yeah.
So how far has he gotten with his education?
He's one class away. He's actually taking that class right now. He'll get his associates in December.
And what would that be in?
It's business management.
Smart. Okay.
Yes, business management. And then he's going to transfer to the Ramsey unit where they offer the BA program, the bachelor's program. He's going to transfer there. DeAnthony is super talented. And I'm not saying that because he's my son, but DeAnthony is a artist. He can draw. I mean, he can draw you just like he sees you, exactly like he sees you. And he is an author. He's wrote several books. We're trying to get them published. DeAnthony's remained positive because of the family support. My mother, myself, my children's siblings. He stayed positive because I told DeAnthony, you can do two things. You can go in here with foolishness, or you can learn something while you're in there. And what we did was we would send him USA Today and Forbes magazines. We would go to Barnes and Noble. We would do all of those positive things for him. But the toll it took on me, it took me a couple of years, and it took him a couple of years to get it together. Because I was, real heartbroken, of course. And once I got it together, I said, well, I gotta be my eye. I gotta be the eyes for my sons. I gotta be my son's legs. I gotta be his voice. I gotta vote. I gotta do all these things. So then I began to pick up. But I'm so glad to know about y'all's show because I didn't know any of this when I needed it. So I just started calling state reps. I started calling Sheila Jackson Lee's office. I just started calling people and just asking people for help. Anybody I thought could help me, I asked. I wasn't ashamed and I wasn't afraid. So if I could get the help, I got it.
I'm going to say that most of us out here involved in any sort of advocacy or any of these groups, that's pretty much how we all started. Because back in the day, there was no help, nobody else, and, lo, these many years later, people look to us and ask us questions about how it's done and everything. But basically, and a lot of our answers come directly from that sort of experience. Basically, it's how everybody really gets started. Even if you go into work in an advocacy group like TIFA and stuff, one of the first things they teach you is to get on the phone and start making the calls. I mean, the persistence of it is what pays off,
Yes, right.
Knowing who to call is another aspect of it. But at first, on a new issue, you don't know that. You have to find out, feel out the different people, and get those answers.
I became what is it? What would you say? Problem maker. She's the problem maker. Here's the problem maker.
You're the one shaking the tree.
Yeah, I was the problem maker. I was put off the list for about a year. Things like, whenever I would question different things that, they would say. But I say, it's been an experience for us. And I'll say that although it was, I would say, a bad incident, it really has molded my son into a better person. I think he was more so, he's imprisoned in the body, but not in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the struggle everybody goes through.
Yeah, so we are really better now, and everybody can do that. But you just have to have that support, and you have to have faith, and that's exactly what we've done. But I didn't tell you his name. His name is DeAnthony Bernard.
Well, now he's famous.
DeAnthony Bernard. He's AKA Super, and I'm Super Mama.
Okay. Well, Anthony, thanks for doing what you're doing in there, and keep on it. Okay. I know your mom's going to out here, so.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Can I Can I?
Can I say something, David,
Go
or
ahead.
Hank, in a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to tell Sherlonda that when we met the other day, I was really so impressed with, your story about what you, in terms of education in particular, how you supported your son. And boy, I tell you, if everybody that's in prison had somebody like you on the outside helping them out, it would be a different scene. And I just want to congratulate you for what you've done to support your son. It's just fantastic. And it's something, and now by coming on the prison show, like Hank mentioned, that you have contact with people like the TIFA people, and so there are other people around to help support too. And there are other people. If you listen to the prison show over a period of time, you hear and meet all these other people that are they're working to improve everything, and so it's so good to have you on this show, and I'm so happy that you could do it.
I thank you, Mr. Atwood, so much. I thank you. Thank you for that. And I thank you for your help. I just believe that, the world is changing. We all see that. And technology is changing. And some of the trades that they offer, it's not going to be, that wasn't my son. That wasn't my son. My son's no landscaper. I'm sorry. I don't mean any harm. He's no landscaper. My son was smart. My son took the SATs in the 7th grade.
Wow.
Because they wanted to see where he would score, and he scored high in the 7th grade. So they said, let's see if he'll do it in the 9th grade. 9th grade, he was ready for college. So my son was no dummy. He scored so high on the ASVAB, and he just made a poor choice. Made a poor choice.
Yeah.
Made a poor choice. And he was just wrong place, wrong time, wrong, doing the wrong thing. And I just want to say I love him too. Can I say that to my son?
You sure can.
And can I send out a couple of things right quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to tell him happy birthday, son. We love you. Your family loves you. And he's turning 33 that day that this show airs. He's going to be 33 years old, and I'm really proud of him. I'm proud of him, and I love him.
Hello.
I also want to say happy birthday to Juan Bereres. Your family loves you, and we love you. I love you, your family, your wife, everybody. I want to say shout out to DeMarcus Bonds at Ferguson Unit. We love you. Your auntie is, I'm out here working for you. And TD Stansel at the Win Unit, I'm out here. I got love for you, all of y'all. I just want to tell everybody I love all of y'all.
Well,
Thank you,
Sherlonda,
Sherlonda.
thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Anthony and Juan, both of you, a very happy birthday to both of you. And know that there are people out here constantly pulling for all of you. And that, that is, in a nutshell, that's the message of this show. That, and of course, the message is in the second half. Thank you so much, Ms. Sherlonda.
Thank you, Hank. And it's D. Anthony. I named him after my two brothers.
Oh, D. Anthony, excuse me. Okay.
After my
D.
two
Anthony,
brothers.
happy birthday. All right. I
Thank
stand
you so
corrected.
much.
Thank you.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
But we sure appreciate it.
I thank you both.
Well, that brings us around to David Atwood, the world famous David Atwood.
Hank, you got to stop that stuff. It's not true.
I bet you if I talk to the people in California with death penalty focus, they know who you are.
Well, yeah, they do. In fact, we had the guy from MASH here in Texas
Mike.
one time for a program.
Yeah, Mike.
So, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a good group out there in California, and of course, they have now, they've got a moratorium out there, and they have the biggest death row in the United States. They're a big state, obviously, and they got the biggest death, but they're not executing anybody. They have
hundreds and hundreds of guys.
Yeah, they got over between 700 and 800, I think.
Yeah.
It's big, but they stopped the executions, and that's great. It'll probably eventually they'll abolish it totally.
Amen. Well, once we get to 28 states, we can start really working on the national level
Yeah,
from the state perspective.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what do you got for us this evening?
well, first of all, I want to say hello to all the guys on death row, and hang in there, guys. It's a tough situation, I know, and everybody else that's in prison. It's tough. It's just tough, and I'll give a report on where we are in the United States on the death penalty. We've had 12 executions in this country this year so far, 5 of those being executions at the federal level, which we never had before, closely followed by Texas with 3. So far this year, there are 5 more scheduled, 2 more federal and 1 in Texas, and 2 in Tennessee. If all these go through, we could end up with, I guess that's 12 plus another 5. That's 17 this year, which is a
we
low
hope it
number,
stops at-
but it would have been a lot lower without the federal executions.
We hope it stops at 12.
Yeah, it could go up too. We got to remember that. I mean, especially with Texas, they could schedule something still.
It's a little breath of fresh air that we're not leading the numbers again.
Yeah, it is definitely. First time in years. But what I want to talk about tonight primarily is the similarities between Texas and the federal government in terms of the politicians. Both the federal government now and the state of Texas have politicians in charge who believe in, unfortunately, punishment and death rather than rehabilitation and life. And I'm talking about the death penalty right now. Both are using a drug called pentobarbital to kill prisoners on death row. Pentobarbital. Texas has been using that for a long time, and when the federal government decided they wanted to start up executions again, they picked pentobarbital. I suspect they worked with people in Texas in picking that drug. I don't know for sure, but I suspect so. Both the federal government and the state of Texas want to keep the source of the pentobarbital secret. They don't want you to know who's making it. And there's a reason for that. One is that most pharmaceutical companies, if not all, have done away with providing drugs for executions, either through pressure from their governments or just because they don't want, they believe they're in the business to save lives and help people, not put people to death. And they know that if they reveal the sources of where the pentobarbital is coming from, that will not be good for those businesses. So those companies do not want to, they do not want their name out there. Now, the companies or company, I don't know how many there are because they keep it secret, these are what they call compounding pharmacies. Compounding pharmacies. It's not a pharmaceutical company. It's a smaller company that mixes up different drugs to provide for individual people. And this is how the state of Texas, state of Tennessee, and the federal government have got around the whole idea of not being able to get these drugs from a pharmaceutical company, a big company, who stop providing them.
Dave, is it true that these companies have to have a doctor overseeing the compounding?
I don't know. I doubt it, quite frankly, but I'm not sure. There's so much secrecy. And of course, there was that article that just came out from Reuters about the testing of the compounding pharmacy has to make the pentobarbital available to the prisons, but they have to ensure a certain purity. It's really incredible. You know, it's sort of like when somebody's going to be executed, they use an alcohol swab on the arms or the place where the needle's going to go in. They're going to kill the person, but they're going to make sure it's done in a sanitary way.
Heaven
It's a little
forbid they get
absurd.
an infection.
Yeah. Crazy, real crazy. So we don't know where these drugs are coming from. The state of Texas and the federal government have gone through great efforts to hide that information. So I don't know. I think one thing I wanted to mention is that there is going to be a protest on Thursday of this week, 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon, at Eagle Analytical in Houston, because Eagle Analytical is one of the companies that actually tests like the purity of the pentobarbital. And Eagle Analytical is not going to be happy about this protest. But if people are interested in participating in that, they can call this number. I think it's Glory Rubak's number. I'm not sure, but the number is 713-503-2633. Let me repeat it. 713-503-2633. Now, the protest will not be against the compounding pharmacy because we don't know who that is. It will be against this company called Eagle Analytical who do the testing to ensure the purity. I think Eagle Analytical said they didn't know that the pentobarbital was going to be used for executions. Well, that may be true. I don't know for sure, but I sort of suspect they did know.
Yeah, what are they just giving it out in bulk?
No, well, they were contracted to test to make sure it was pure, and they could make up an excuse and say, well, we didn't know where it was going. Well, you can make up your own mind on that. But the thing is that I want to emphasize again for the people that are listening that they should talk to their political representatives about and ask them, do their political representatives embrace a culture of life, culture of rehabilitation in life, or do they really embrace a culture of punishment and death? Because if you support the death penalty, then you're embracing a culture of punishment and death. And that's just the way it is. Now, I got one positive thing I want to mention, and that is that we've had another person who was on death row released, a guy named Robert Du Bois in Florida. It's not Texas. He was in prison, convicted. He was in there for 37 years. 37 years. And he was convicted on, there was DNA testing that showed that he was innocent. At the time of the trial, he was convicted on one of the things was false testimony by a prison informant. And I'm sure there are a lot of guys in prison on death row and not on death row who can verify this is what did them in. Somebody, well, I can't say they ratted on him. They were probably approached by the DA to get something and say something. And so this guy, Robert Du Bois, was on there in a Florida prison for 37 years before he was shown to be innocent through DNA testing. We've had now, we're over 170 exonerations. Wow, it's just amazing how many people have been sent to death row and later on were shown to be innocent. It just
Hey,
blows
Dave.
my mind.
Hey, Dave, how many people are on death row across the United States?
Oh, Lord. I don't know. I think it's somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and we've got in Texas 230, 240, 250. We don't have the biggest death row in Texas, but
No.
we used to have for years and years. We had 450, and as soon as somebody was executed, you know, we had 40 executions in 1 year in Texas back about 10 years ago. It's a long time ago, and we're way down from that. But so we're down substantially from the 450 that we had for years and years and years. And the reason the number's gone down is executions, people being exonerated, people dying while they're on death row. Just
Here he is if you want to see him.
excuse me.
That's somebody that didn't have their phone muted.
Oh, okay, alrighty. And so anyway, there's a lot of you know, the number was much higher before. But we've had 570 people executed in Texas as of right now. And the next state is Virginia with 113, Oklahoma 112, Florida's had 99. I would have never guessed that Florida had that many executions. I just had a different view of Florida, but Florida's got a history of racism just like the other southern states. Missouri's had 90, Georgia 76, and Alabama 67. Those are the top states.
So Dave,
So we've had a lot. But
I
this
looked
is
it
really
up.
good news that Robert Du Bois finally, after 37 years, got out.
I looked it up. There's 2,620 people on death row in America right now.
Yeah.
And how many exonerations? 171, 172?
Yeah, we're over 170 now, yeah.
All right, so if it's 171, that's 1 in 15 people on death row.
Right.
1 in 15
Right.
that are innocent.
And how
That's
many?
that's if it's just those. And nobody's going back and looking at these cases, so we won't know on a lot of them.
Yeah, well, we don't know how many people who were actually innocent have been executed. But we know there are a number of innocent people that have been executed. And boy, I tell you, when you come to trying to, you know, once a person is executed, the state never wants to go back and look if they execute an innocent person. But we know we've had some.
They don't even want to look at DNA on people that have real question in their cases that aren't even on death row.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we really need to do away with this death penalty, and we don't need it. As I've said many times, it's unnecessary for the protection of society, and it's very expensive. And
It's racially
also very
biased.
It's biased against people who are poor and biased against people of color. We've seen all this. We've known about it for years and years and years. We just need to do away with it.
Amen. So there's actually something that ties into the racial bias of this. There's a piece, they did a little preview of it tonight on Channel 13 News. And tomorrow night, they're going to talk about it. How here in Houston, color is not going to get you pulled over more likely. It's what happens as soon as you are pulled over from that point on, where the outcomes are totally divergent between white people and people of color. And, it's time the people of this nation decided, are you going to stand for equality and justice and the American way, or are you going to stand against it? There's no more fence riding. There's no room on the fence. There are so many people riding the fence that are scared to take a stance on it, that the fence is full. You're going to have to fall on one side or the other.
Yeah, and Hank, our democracy is not perfect, but our democracy, I think, is on its way out if we don't make some changes.
Well, it's sure risky.
It sure is.
Thank you, Dave. We'll have you back in 2 weeks.
All righty. You take care.
Okay, that brings us around to the guy with the prison show banner behind him, Daniel Minisini.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a nice touch, man.
You see, you can do it. I think I learned it like in the 3 minutes before we started the prison show. So,
If you sit back a little bit, it looks like you got lightning bolts coming out of your head. Perfect.
all
Perfect.
right.
Sit right
Okay.
there.
Well, thank you, Hank. Muy buenas noches a todos. Aquí Daniel, que os saluda desde Houston, grabando hoy el lunes y, como sabéis, transmitiendo el viernes, porque con la situación del COVID no podemos ir a la radio. La radioestación que tenemos en Lovett Boulevard, con varios problemas. Últimamente, el hecho de que no haya visto gente entrar y salir y airear las habitaciones ha hecho que entrase muchísima moho y la humedad se ha comido a la casa. Vamos a tener que gastar $15,000 en arreglarla. Por eso muchas veces Hank y Dave nos han sugerido hacer donaciones a la radio para poder dejar que nos dejen entrar, porque actualmente son cosas de la sanidad pública. No podemos entrar en la radio, no solo por el COVID, sino también por esta situación tan triste del moho y de la humedad. Bueno, esto es para que sepáis cómo es la situación aquí en KPFT Houston. Nosotros seguimos, aunque sea hoy el lunes, un día de fiesta, el Labor Day, aquí estamos para vosotros. Y este es el mensaje que trae siempre la radio de The Prison Show para vosotros, los que estáis detrás de los barrotes, para las familias que están sufriendo con vosotros en sus casas. Aquí siempre hay gente. Mirad, hoy somos 10, 15, 12, somos muchísimos los que estamos intentando ayudaros, dando noticias la primera hora y dándoos la posibilidad de que habléis, vosotros que estáis en las casas, con vuestros queridos que están en las cárceles. Eso es lo que es The Prison Show desde 1980. Seguir ayudándonos, por favor. Seguir enviando dinero como habéis hecho hasta ahora para poder hacer que esto siga. Un experimento que nadie ha repetido y que es único. Y sobre todo, la importancia que tiene aquí en Texas, donde todavía tenemos un corredor de la muerte que está repleto de personas. En Texas hay todavía 240 personas en el corredor de la muerte y se sigue ejecutando. El estado de Texas sigue ejecutando a sus ciudadanos y a otros ciudadanos de otros estados y también de otros países. Como hablamos en otras ocasiones, ejecutaron hasta ciudadanos de otros estados cuando los consulados pedían que se hiciese una due diligence diferente. Bueno, pues nuestro amigo Dave, que ha sido el último que ha hablado, nos ha estado contando un poco las estadísticas, cómo son actualmente. Nos ha dicho no solo que todavía hay 240 personas al corredor de la muerte en Texas con relación a los Estados Unidos, hablamos de más o menos un décimo, porque en Estados Unidos hay 2.600 presos en el corredor de la muerte. En total, desde que reintroducieron en los años 70 la pena de muerte, Texas ha ejecutado 570 personas. Y en general, en todos Estados Unidos, desde que reintrodujeron la pena de muerte, ha habido 170 casos de lo que se llama exoneration, o sea que 170 personas que han sido condenadas a muerte, se les ha dicho, perdonar, pero no teníamos las pruebas suficientes o las pruebas adecuadas para haceros culpables, salir del corredor de la muerte. Un caso extremo fue en el que una persona estuvo 37 años en el corredor de la muerte y gracias a las nuevas técnicas de ADN se llegó a demostrar su inocencia. Estos son algunos de los elementos escalofriantes que salen en las conversaciones que hacemos con nuestros queridos huéspedes. Son de verdad las conversaciones que tendríamos que llegar a llevar hasta el nivel político, al nivel institucional y hacer que todas las familias hablasen de esto para saber si efectivamente queremos que siga así o no. Pero si no queremos que siga así...
You need to mute. We're not to the shout-outs yet.
Y exactamente eso. Tenemos que decidir como ciudadanía que votamos, tenemos que decidir si esto nos conviene o no, si lo queremos o no. Y si no lo queremos, pues tenemos que contactar a los que son nuestros representantes públicos, nuestros representantes políticos, llamarlos por teléfono y decirle, esto no nos vale, esto lo queremos cambiar. Las ejecuciones este año han sido hasta ahora 12 en todos Estados Unidos, 3 han sido en Texas y podrían llegar a ser 17. Esto sería el total de las ejecuciones del 2020 en Estados Unidos. Un número, nos dice Dave, relativamente bajo. Así que puede ser que haya optimismo, puede ser que las cosas estén cambiando. Efectivamente hay un tren donde se disminuye las personas que se ejecutan, se disminuyen las personas que se condenan a muerte. Y esto es gracias también a gente que es voluntaria, que ha cambiado su vida, porque tendríais que hablar con Dave Atwood y todo lo que ha hecho en su vida, el cambiazo que ha hecho. Él era un empleado en una empresa grande, enorme, donde ganaba muy bien y ha dejado todo para dedicarse a una cosa tan importante, tan noble como la defensa de las vidas humanas. Y como dice una de las asociaciones más importantes contra la pena de muerte en Italia, ninguno toque Caíno. Nessuno toque Caíno, ninguno toque Caín. Aunque un hermano haya matado al otro, la vida es una cosa que hay que proteger por lo alto de todo. Y bueno, hemos hablado también de otras cosas bastante importantes con Dave, como por ejemplo el hecho de las relaciones y sinonimías que hay entre Texas y el Estado Federal. El Estado Federal ha vuelto a matar, hacía muchos años que no ejecutaba, y este año con la nueva teoría política de la Casa Blanca, de la administración de la Casa Blanca, pues se han vuelto a ejecutar personas, 5 personas este año y todavía 2 que pueden ser ejecutadas antes del 31 de diciembre del 2020. ¿Por qué digo esto? Pues porque las similitudes existen también en la política sobre el veneno que se usa para ejecutar a estas personas. Es un veneno que la parte federal y la parte tejana que trabajan en esto quieren mantener secreto, no se quiere que saber de dónde viene el veneno que se introduce en las personas para matarlas. Y claramente esto es un negocio oscuro donde hay mucho dinero de por medio y en este negocio oscuro no se quiere hacer público el nombre de la empresa que lo produce, porque seguramente la voz pública, la opinión pública se levantaría y caería, se desplomaría esta parte importante, no solo de la economía, pero también de la política que se hace en estos dos versantes, el caso federal y el caso de Texas. Una cosa, cambiando.
Un momentito, por favor.
Un momentito.
¿Dónde está su micrófono?
My microphone is here, close to my mouth.
Too close.
It's too close. All right. So
it's
now
popping and getting a breath on it.
I see. Okay. So here we are just concluding with one important thing and message of the radio that Hank brought to us, que tiene que ver con el COVID-19. Acordaros que en esta semana de principio de septiembre, 30 estados de Estados Unidos han subido los casos de COVID-19. Así que, por favor, usar la máscara. Poneros la máscara cuando podáis. Así habéis visto a Hank that he was wearing his mask at the very beginning of the show, because that is the message. Usar la máscara. Lavaros las manos cuando podáis, lo más posible. Y quedaros en casa, si es posible. Quedaros en casa. No vayáis a bares, no vayáis a fiestas. No os juntéis con otras personas que no estén en esa burbuja que es vuestra familia, vuestros amigos más queridos. Hasta hoy, todavía 7 de septiembre del 2020, ya han muerto 190.000 personas en Estados Unidos. So thank you everybody for the chance to translate what happened in our show in the last hour into Spanish. And I really hope that the Spanish-speaking community benefit from it, and that help us a lot to keep KPFT alive, and above all the prison show with the donations that we need from them. Thank you very much.
Well, we sure thank you, Daniel. Excellent report and recap. And we'll talk to you next week. Folks, we're ready to go to our break song, and then we will come back and go to the callers.
All right, this song's called Redemption's Heart. She solved the riddle, she tied the rope, she gagged the pig, she built some rope. She kept the skin just to make the coat. A heart of gold is her mother I know. A heart of gold is her mother I know. She built the castle, she can burn it down. She's the rid of the clowns. She brings the wind and she makes the rain. A heart of gold will heal the pain. A heart of gold will heal the pain. The world just for itself. Time tries to swallow us. God, he will blow his lightning bolts. And she is the only one that knows the truth about you. She takes the cake and she cleans her plate. She's always welcome at the pearly gates. She burns her eyes and rolls her bones. A heart of gold will treat you wrong. The heart of gold will treat.
All right, folks, we're going to go to our callers now, and we have a few recorded calls tonight. We're going to start off with Devin.
Hello, this is Devin Eversole for my husband, Mr. Eversole, at Darrington Unit. So, also shout out to little Tony if you're listening, and also all of the Darrington seminary students going through this crazy 2-week, 2 classes semester. The beating, but y'all are all doing an amazing thing, and it'll be worth it when it's over. And at least they figured out a way to keep y'all on schedule, even though it's going to be really rough. But my husband, I love you. I know you're up to the task, and thank you for all the work you're doing. Always, I really appreciate it. And I'm thinking about you always, of course. And trying on my end too, so I can't wait to see you. I love you.
All right, thank you. Let me see here. Captain Tom, do you have any shout outs you want to do?
Of course, you know that, Hank. I always like to do my shout outs. First, I'd like to say one thing, though. I want to thank everybody for donating to KPFT. And please continue to donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org. And also, you can text the word GIVE at 713-526-5738. We want to get back into the station and continue to give you the programming that we are giving you, like the prison show, the Veterans of War show, jazz music. So please continue to donate to KPFT.
Now my shout outs are for my incarcerated veterans, Leroy, Adam Walker, Danny Dean, Mike Stewart, Ro De La Rosa, John Wayne, Major Weeks, Pete Sines, Richard Harris, Bill Yates, Roscoe Haynes, Pete Green, Frederick Raines, Curtis Bell, Cody Williams, Paul B. Walker, Frank Hayes, Morris Lumpkin, Richard Meade, Patrick Reeves, John Hummel, Roy Franks, Tony Gordon, and Jerry Hanna, and William Ray Jacobs. And Hank, as soon as you get some more meal, give it to me.
You got it. Actually, I may try and get in there this week if Robin's going to be back in there.
Okay, no problem. We'll be looking forward to it. And thank you, everybody. And I'll be back next week.
All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to go to a recorded call from Diana.
Hi, this is from my husband, Preston, at the Win Unit. I was just calling to let you know that I love you and I miss you, and I hope you're having a good day, honey. Well, there's nothing much to do today, but I'm going to take my mom to wash and take Lily to wash, and so hopefully I might just think about going into Lily's closet and finding my way out of there. But other than that, I already dropped off Nella at work, and so we're just going to be here at home waiting for you to call. But honey, I love you and I miss you, and let me see if I can say something. I love you. Say I love you. Say I love you. Besitos.
Lily, the fish.
Okay, she don't want to do nothing. She's talking about telling Lily, and Lily's in a bad mood because I already woke her up. So, all right, honey. I guess I will talk to you later. I love you.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, Lavina, are you ready to go?
Okay, yes, I'm ready. Thank y'all so much for everything y'all do every week. I really appreciate y'all. I do want to give a brief announcement with my time. We are organizing right now the final rally of this year. It's really going to be a large one, so we're expecting a really, really big one. It's going to be October 24th in Austin at the Governor's Mansion. This rally will focus on prison reform. It's a really great need just of prison reform. So we're going to be focusing on the upcoming legislative session, which is in January. So I really hope everyone comes out. I'll give more information as we get closer to that date, but it's October 24th. I'm putting a lot of time and efforts to make this big. My shout out is for Jeffrey at the Easttown unit. I love you so much. Praying for you. God got us. Nothing to worry about. And everything's in God's hands. I love you so much, sweetheart. All right.
All right. Thank you. We have a recorded call from Francis.
This is for my husband, Chris at Darrington. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you so much. And it was good to talk to you last Thursday. I'm recording this on Monday, Labor Day, and thinking about you as always. I heard back from Caveman after I let him know what that Mike Axum was saying, and you know, I'm kind of laughing about the fact that there's anybody in prison that goes by the name Lucky. I mean, it seems like they need to have a name change. If they're in prison, they ain't lucky. So anyway, baby, I love you and miss you so much, and you keep your head up and stay strong. Every day that passes is just getting us closer to being together. So you stay strong, sweetheart. I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'm proud to be your wife. Happy belated birthday, Chuck. You keep your head up. Hope it was a good one for you, all things considered. And Poncho, you stay strong. You know, it's just one day at a time, and till you get to the end of it. So there are better days ahead of all of you. Jeremiah, same goes to you. You stay strong and keep on the right path, and just keep moving forward. Leave the haters behind. Chris, I love you, baby. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Hope this madness settles down, and Just looking forward to that day, sweetheart. Love you.
Thank you. Mike Lewis, you got your shout outs ready?
I'm ready to go. Happy Labor Day to everybody. And let's all remember 9/11 is this coming Friday. And now let me do some shout outs to the guys of Texas, Dennis Hope, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Guy Alexander. Shout out to Michelle Bateman, Manuel Marino, Michael Marino, Haas, Kay Money, Jovan, Philip Perez, Philip in Dallas, Tasha Payday, Oz, Thomas, Matt. Shout out to Edward Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson, Barry Barrett. Shout out to Michael S. Garcia, Juan F. Carlos Esparza, F. Bernard, Howard S. Pruitt, Jose Herrera. Shout out to Robert L. Allen. Special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman, Donald Grissom, Raymond Lee Cart, Samuel Harris, Christopher Dye, Thomas Ramirez, K.D. Keble, Juan Lopez, Fred D. La Raza, Bill R. Sims, Robert L. Allen, Ernest Matthews, Samuel Harris, Robert Satillo, Alexandra Medina, Stephen McGee, John R. Green, Kenneth Keble, Leo Caballo, Roland G. Lopez, Wayman Spriggs. And that's it for my shout outs. And everybody can donate to KPFT. You can get one of these fascinating keychains. And you can also get the new 50th anniversary KPFT t-shirt right here. So now back to the prison show with Sacrificial Hank Lamb.
Okay. All right. We have a recorded call from Hammond.
Hi, this is a message from my favorite old man, Reedy Medrano at Polensky. Hey, Trouble, I hope you're well and have been taking care of yourself. Things here are okay and I'm all good. Just working hard and trying to save even harder for once. So it's Monday 7th, which means I'm due to head to work tonight. I'm hoping for a less eventful shift than Friday just gone. On that shift around 2 a.m., part of the ceiling in the ward we were working in actually caved in due to a water leak that no one seems to know anything about. Luckily, all of us that were there managed to get out of the way in time, so nobody was hurt, so that was a blessing. Obviously, being night manager, it fell to little old me to try and sort it out. Not the easiest task at that time of the morning, but yeah, I managed it, so everything's good. But anyway, please just keep your fingers crossed for me that tonight is less dramatic. I hope mail's been coming thick and fast for you and that you received the card I sent you. The front of it was highly accurate of my thoughts and I knew instantly it was super appropriate to send to you. So I hope you liked it and that it made you smile. I guess that's kind of it for now. I'll leave you in peace and hope that by the time you hear this, you've had a good week and that you enjoy your weekend as much as you can. I will meet you same time, same place on Saturday. Don't be late. If you're late, there'll be a forfeit. So don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be thinking of you like always, sending you the biggest hug, lots of love, and I'll come nag you in a JPO shortly. But until then, take care and keep smiling. And yeah, just be good. Okay? Adore you. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you. Lucinda, you're on.
Hey, how's it going?
Like $1 million every day. How about you?
Somebody's rocking out to that country music.
I guess so.
I love me some Alan Jackson. Woo!
All right.
Okay, down to it. This shout out is for my husband Patrick at Polensky Unit. Hey baby, I love you, I love you, I love you. I know it's been a while since I've called in. Sure, I can give you excuses and say it was this or that, and it would always all be true, but really I mostly didn't want to call in and be sat on the air. Anyway, I'm loving you and missing you so very much, my love, my handsome. I'm being strong, baby. I promise. So you be strong for me too. I know you're going through hard times, and I know it's difficult for you to be able to talk about it. I just want you to know that I never get tired of hearing your frustrations and being a support, that you can always vent to me and release on me, and it's not ever gonna affect anything. I can only imagine all the things that you're having to go through. I just want you to know I'm not going anywhere, and I love you, and will always be here to support you and comfort you the best way that I can. Also, just keep thinking of your family. We miss you so much, and you'll be home soon, so stay strong. I've been shifting my mindset, the good old fashioned, think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts. Did you know that the same way people replay bad memories, you can replay good memories, and it will actually release the chemicals in your brain that stimulate happiness? So yeah, that's what I've been doing. What else was I going to tell you? I got your letter. Thank you for writing to me. Work is going all right, and the girls and I are doing really well. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to church yesterday, but I did listen to 2 sermons and Bishop T.D. Jakes, so that was nice. I already said thank you for writing me. Thank you for writing me. Today being Monday, I decided to take it easy, and my girls fully supported it. They said I never sit and do anything, and I'm always like going, so they fully supported my being a couch potato. I decided to watch a movie that I had put off watching simply because I knew it would trigger me. I watched A Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper today, and all I could think of at the end is how, dang it, don't cry, Lucinda, okay. How it really doesn't matter how much you love someone and show them that you love them. If they don't love themselves, and they will never know how beautiful they are. And on that note, I just really, truly hope that you know how beautiful you are. Thank you, Prison Show. Good night, sweetheart. I love you.
Thank you, Lucinda. Nice call.
Thank you.
We have Miss Caitlin.
This is the shout out for Bethel Garza and Plumsey. Hey Boo, I hope that you're in good health, spirits, and smiling that wonderful, amazing smile of yours. I hope that you're okay, as I didn't receive any mail from you this week, which isn't like you. But a lot of people are saying that the mail is really slow, so I'm thinking this is it. I hope that you're receiving my JPays. I also sent you a greeting card. I got creative with some pictures. I showed it to your amazing mom, and she thought it was nice. So I hope that you like it too, and that it brings a smile to your face. I am thinking also that I sent you a postcard too. I am really going to have to start writing down someplace when I send you postcards. My mom, she's asking for you, and she is saying prayers for you. I want to thank you for being in my life, and for you to know that you mean the absolute world to me. Good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And a big, big thank you to everyone at the Prison Show for making this happen.
Well, thank you. Miss Rosa. Hola, Rosa. Well, you have to unmute. Okay, let's move ahead. 7938. Last 4, 7938.
Hello.
Hello, Rosa.
Yeah, this, un mensaje para mi hermano José Salvador en Darrington Unit. Esperamos que estés bien, hermano. Un saludo desde aquí. Pues te digo que todos estamos bien. Nos alegra saber de ti. Muchas gracias por las llamadas que nos das. Esperando que Dios te tenga con mucha salud y esperando siempre saber de ti por tus cartas. Y te digo que toda nuestra oración está para usted, para que esté bien, usted y todos los que lo rodean. Gracias por permitirnos darle los saludos a nuestros seres queridos en la prisión y que sigan adelante con la radio. Saludes, hermano, de todos aquí de Maryland. Hasta pronto.
Thank you. Okay, we're going with the last 4 numbers of your phone, and 7938. It's a 1817 number, 7938. Y'all get on here and go to sleep. Okay, next.
Hello?
Yes. you're
Hello?
on. Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Charlotte Dupree, and I'm trying to give a shout out to my brother Alvin Dupree that's at the Ferguson unit. And I'm at work right now, so I've got to make this fast. I want you to know that I love you and I miss you so much. And I'm not going anywhere, and I will continue to have your back until you get out. And also to Jason Anderson that's at the Telford unit, I love you, I'm here for you, and I miss y'all so much. Keep your head up, and I love you.
Thank you so much for taking the time out for the call.
Thank you.
That's exactly what this show's about. Thank you. All right, next caller, 0687. You're on.
Hola, buenas noches.
Hola. Buenas
Hola,
noches.
Mr. Fan, ¿cómo está usted?
Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Yo muy bien, gracias a Dios estoy bien. Este saludo es para mi hijo Jan Ramírez. Hola, hijo, ¿cómo está mi niño hermoso? Aquí, como siempre, deseando este día para poder llamarle a mi hijo y decirle que tanto lo quiero a mi niño hermoso, cuánto estoy pensando en él, mis oraciones, mi hijo, mis ayunos para ti, mi niño hermoso, para que todo salga bien. Yo sé que el Señor tiene grandes cosas para ti, yo lo sé, hijo, que tiene grandes cosas para ti, y ahora que se está acercando este día, el día 9, le doy gracias a Dios, le doy gracias a Dios por haberte sacado de ahí donde estás, y yo sé que tiene grandes cosas para ti listas, mi hijo, así que no dejes de confiar en Él, sigue confiando, sigue clamando, porque yo no dejo de clamar, mi hijo. Tú eres mi prioridad, mis primeras oraciones son para ti, mi hijo. Pedirle al Señor que te bendiga, darle gracias primeramente por todo lo que hizo por ti, mi hijo. Gracias por todo. Así que, sabes, mi niño hermoso, que te quiero mucho, mi hijo, y siempre estaré aquí para ti, mi hijo, y siempre estás en mis oraciones y mi corazón. Así que, mi niño, échele muchas ganas, porque aquí estamos por usted. Y salúdeme a los muchachos, y también mándeles un abrazo muy fuerte, díganles que les mando un abrazo muy fuerte a todos, y a ti muchos besos y abrazos, mi hijo. Te quiero tanto, mi niño hermoso, que siempre estaré por ti. Dios te bendiga y nunca dejaré de darle gracias a Dios por todo lo que hace por ti, mi hijo. Te quiero mucho. Hasta pronto, mi niño. Gracias, Mr. Hen, por el programa. Gracias. Dios los
Gracias.
bendiga. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Okay,
Dios le bendiga.
we have a recorded call from Miss Lydia.
Good morning. The shout out is for Beto. Hola, papacito. It's Monday, the 7th at 11 a.m. and Bingo and I are outside. It's a beautiful day. It poured Saturday after the ministry. There was even a tornado warning, and there's supposed to be rain through Thursday here in the valley. I just spoke with Kathy a few minutes ago, and she said she received 2 letters from you. I received one Saturday, dated the 27th, where you told me you're doing better from those sensations. I hope you get seen by the doctor, mijo, on that rash. David and Mariano are in Florida. They're taking it easy, and I guess they'll be flying back this week. Tia Patty went up to Houston, got back yesterday for her birthday, and Jorge and I went to Brownsville yesterday to his cousins, and they fried a trout, big trout. Jorge ate most of it. We got back around 9 p.m. last night. It was good to get out. We hadn't done that in a long time. But we're all fine. You take care of yourself. Que Dios te cuide y te bendiga, mijo. Cuídate. Saludos to the guys, to Big Lou, to Jeff, to Rudy, Juan, Eric, Blaine, Artie, Ruben, Thomas, James. Know that you are thought of. And I want to thank everybody that makes this possible. Thank you. I love you, mijo. A big kiss. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, we are down to Jade. Jade?
Hello, can you hear me?
You're on. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. I'm speaking from Brazil. I have a friend at Polanski, Steve Betts, And I just want to say that I think about you daily, and I think this is the first time you're listening to my voice, and I just got your 3 letters, and just want you to know that I love you, and that you have been a very positive influence in my life through all these tough moments. And I wish you a very good night, and just keep your head above the water, okay? Bye bye.
All right, thank you. We've got a recorded call from Miss Vicky. That should round out our recorded calls.
This is for my son, Charles, at the Darrington unit. Okay, well, we know I'm no professional singer, but here goes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chucky. Happy birthday to you. I love you, my baby boy. This is going to be the first year that I haven't been able to send you a card for your birthday, but I will be thinking about you. And son, I'm going to need you to stay strong. I love you. I wished it was to where I could come and visit with you, but I can't. That's impossible. Everyone is having to do without getting to see the smiling faces of their loved one. But I just need you to hold strong in your faith, okay? God has this. We don't always understand, but we do know that God has this, and God's never early, God's never late, but he is always right on time. Hey, Chris. Hey, Popeye. Okay, well, son, I have to clear the airway now so we can make room for others so they can get in touch with their loved ones. I love you, baby boy, and happy birthday. I love you with all my heart. And once again, thank you so much for Texas Prison Show. Bye, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I love you, honey. Bye.
Well, happy birthday, Chuck. Miss Rosa, I need to get back to you for a minute. I seem to have cut somebody off.
Hello, this is for Jose Ismael Salvador. Hola, tío, it's me, Brittany. Sorry, Mom was a little embarrassed. That's why she didn't talk a lot. But I sent out your letter. Hopefully it gets there soon. And I started school. I'm starting school tomorrow for my second week. And yeah, I love you so much. Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to David Collinsworth, Cowboy Dave there. He's got a little shout out. You know, it's kind of unusual for he or I to do this, so listen up.
Well, the way the mail's been running, we've been getting a lot of mail here, so hopefully I don't go like Mike Lewis, but we want to make a shout out to David Garner, John Schrader, Jimmy Arias, Michael Ferguson, Albert Harris, Devin Joseph, Cipriano Almanza, Marshall Cherry, Adam Richardson, Martin Cesares, John Sane, Billy Joe Hibla, Kasul on death row, Conrad Hargis III, David David Mundine, George Oliveras, Jorge Campos, Guadalupe Vallejo, and Kenneth Foster Jr. Y'all, keep your heads up, wash them masks, and try and stay as distant as you can. But we all love you here at the Prison Show, and we thank you so much for writing to us. I'll try and get you a JPay, but I'm really swamped, and I just want to let you know that you are in my thoughts.
Thank you. On that note, I'm going to run through a stack I've got here real quick. Mr. Eppinger, you had a letter for damage control that got put in our mailbox, so I'm going to get that back to them. Hopefully they're picking up their mail. I don't know who is and isn't at the station right now. Christopher Harvey, Eddie Thornburg, we have letters from y'all. I do not have responses for y'all yet. When I get these, I write TDCJ and I email them so they get them faster. And Mr. Lampkin, I have several letters from you, but I have only one response from TDCJ, and it's the same as before. So you know how they are about this stuff. Charles Riley, I got one for you, and they the last time I emailed them, all I got back so far is an email saying they've turned it over to somebody else, which is kind of typical and par for the course right now. So guys, it's not that we're not getting all these letters, we do, and we get a lot of them, but it's really hard to get responses back from TDCJ right now. I got 4 in a row this week, and all of them were just saying they passed it to another department. So when I get a real answer on anything, I will send it. So that said, let me see, I've got them, okay. Marie, yeah. Come on.
This message is for my husband, Paul David at the Ferguson unit. Hey babe, love you, hope you're doing good. Today was a really boring day, no hice nada. So ya sabes, marca eso también. I heard from one of your cousins today, and I told you all about that in JPay. Oh, and I also sent you some pics and JPays over the weekend. So maybe by now you got them already. But anyways, ya sabes, nunca es suficiente. But anyways, saranghae, and I love you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sherlonda Brisby, I know you have somebody you forgot to get to a while ago.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Scoot a little closer to your mic and go ahead.
Can you hear me?
It's very low.
Okay, let me turn it up. Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot. Can I repeat it all over again?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I want to say happy birthday to Juan Beredes on death row from his wife, family, friends, and from all of us. We're praying for you and we love you. And also I want to say happy birthday to DeAnthony Bernard, aka Super at Just the 3. That's my son. And I want to say to my nephew DeMarcus Bonds, shout out to him on Ferguson unit. Shout out to TD Stansel at the Win unit, and my nephew Michael Brooks at the Daniel unit. We love you. It's Aunt Sherlonda.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Jeremiah Rankins is here. Hey, Jeremiah, you ready to go?
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, I am. Hey, so I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody who is locked up. I do apologize. I've got a little boy in the background. Just a heads up, y'all. So I am looking to mentor a couple of convicts. So any offender who is looking to open up a business or a nonprofit, I would like for them to reach out to me. So it's part of just like some volunteer, some giving back stuff that I'm doing. So you all should know about my series, Reach One, Teach One, where I kind of highlight convicted felons who are experiencing success in the community. And so I've teamed up with Michael Santos. He's got a lot going on. So he's got his hand in everything, and he's a millionaire. And so he's mentoring me, and he just reminded me that I need to be doing the same thing for others. So it's about reaching back. So after you do your thing and you come out and you're doing successful, you need to go back and get more. So I would like for you all to mail me at 11811 North Freeway, Suite 500, Houston, Texas, 77060, and that's Minor to Major, LLC. Minor to Major, LLC. I'll give it to you one more time. 11811 North Freeway, STE 500, Houston, Texas 77060. That's all I got for y'all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Rosalinda.
Hey, how you doing today?
Like $1,000,000 every day. Every day.
That's good. Well, my shout out is to Paul David Romero. He's in Ferguson unit. Hey, mijo, ¿cómo estás, mijo? Hopefully you're doing good. We're here just chilling. We haven't done anything all day, just clean the house, like spring clean, you can say, on Labor Day. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get information about the parole. Hopefully they can say you can come home. You know, we're just waiting on the review. So I'm hoping everything's good. Wish you the best. Wish I get a phone call from you soon. Haven't heard from you for a while, so hopefully I can get something from you. I got your letters. I got your pictures. So hopefully soon I get the surprise that you've been telling me for a while. But anyways, mijo, well, I'll let you go. Juan told me to say hi. The kids say to say hi. I love you, mijo. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
You too. Mrs. Brown, you're on. Oh, Mrs. Brown. Gotta unmute. Okay. Mrs. Brown, one more time, and we'll come back to you. All right, Trishanda.
Hi, Prison Show. Thank you so much for letting me do the shout out. This shout out is to my fiance, Juwan Cooks at ETAM Unit. Hi, sweetie. I miss you. I love you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to write me a better letter. And I am laughing. I got the one you sent, and I think you need to take deep breaths because I'm always here. I'm only as strong as God allows us to be, which is infinite. There's nothing for you to worry about. I got us. Sydney and I are sitting here waiting for you to come home. I hope you're able to give us a call soon. I hope they fix connections and things. Your mother had a great birthday weekend and she loves you, and I am always thinking of you. I love you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. You know, on the phone calls thing, guys, Wednesday when we talk with TDCJ every week, that's a big bone of contention because the phones are breaking in a lot of units, and guys, sometimes that's y'all. Don't break the phones. But when the phones break down, TDCJ has too few people to get out there and walking back and forth to too few phones. And the people at the companies that do the phone repairs are experiencing shortages of people out sick with COVID. So all those repairs just are taking 2-3 times as long as normal. Whereas you might get fixed next week, now it might be next month. So be extra careful with your phones. Now, let me go back here. Mrs. Brown, I think you need to call back in. I don't see you on here now. Call back in and we'll get you. So, well, that brings us to Judy. Judy.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Labor Day. I am calling to shout out to Rodney Reed. Hey, R, I love you and miss you like crazy. I'm back to work tomorrow. Boys, it's been nice having 4 days off and going to have to play catch up tomorrow, though, because I had a lot of stuff come up at work on Friday when I was off. Never a dull moment. Hope you were able to get my message Sunday night. We've had more rain today, and I think the barometric pressure is causing headaches. It's causing headaches for me. I've really noticed it lately when we've been getting the storms. Definitely not a lot of fun, but not too bad. Just lots of pressure. No big news here. Mom's doing all right. Jimmy's coming in less than a month. At least I hope he's here in about a month. I know Mom's really looking forward to having him here. Anyways, all is good here. I got a picture of Avery to add to the batch this week. It will probably just be a lot of pictures, but I will keep you posted. I just want you to know that I miss you and that I love you. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Stay strong, keep the faith, continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. I'm thinking of you and praying for you. 560 and 626. Good night and sweet, sweet dreams. I love you, Rodney. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too. David, you might want to get Jeremiah Rankin's phone number to Rosalinda. I think he just dropped off of here. She was looking for it and he got off too quick. Let's see. Now, where are we? Oh, Miss Linda. Miss Linda, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I thought you'd forgot about me.
No, I'm taking them in order.
Oh my goodness, I've been on there since the show started.
Oh, well, you've been at the bottom of my screen for a long time now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm at the first of the screen over here. Oh well. Okay, I'll do my shout outs. I want to say hello to Clyde Kane Sr., Greg Gomez, Ernesto Velasquez, Isidro de la Cruz, Paul DeBow, Will Spear, Franklin Davis, Milton Gobert, Rick Rhodes, Eugene Broxton, Kerry Allen, Jaime Cole, Robert Frada, Charles Flores, Robert Roberson, Drew Franklin, Robert Arzola, Robert Satillo, Stephen Russell, Puerto Rico, Dennis Hope, Samuel Solomon, Eddie Gutierrez, Stephen Thomas, Thomas Handy, Ray Rodriguez, Larry Barker, Damian Flores. Special shout out to Scrappy and Louie at the Darrington unit, Charles R. Fuller, Rodney Reed, Charles Mamu, John Ramirez, Julio Zuniga, Damon Blunston, Daniel Tellis, Jedediah Murphy, Ron Balderas, Carl Bunton, Bucky Bowman, William Owen Sr., Pete Russell, Stephen Long, Robert Mays, Beto Garza, Damon Matthews, U.S. Pettitan, Howard Lewis, Blaine Milam, Mark Roberson, William Hudson, George McFarland Sr., Rodolfo Madrano, Noe Pena Jr., Franklin Garza, James Calvert, Fabian Hernandez, J.B. Van Story, Pete Sines, Nasario Vasquez, Mark Warren, and Nora Swimlish. Okay, guys, that's a lot of guys, but just wanted to say have a great week.
Well, thank you, Miss Linda. I hope you're having a great week.
And Di's here. She wants to say something too.
Oh, yeah.
Here she goes.
Hi, Di. I'm at Linda's again. She has been a lifesaver in this recent health issue that I've had. I just want to say a quick shout out to the only 3 guys I know on the row was Gabriel and Big Will and Alan, Virginia. And even though I don't know the rest of you guys, I just want you all to know that I do love each and every one of you, and I will continue to fight for all of you. Don't make things worse on yourself. I know you're already in a terrible situation, but you're your only advocates at this point. You got to take care of each other because there ain't nobody else taking care of you. I love you. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Di.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. Try and be good out there.
Oh, no, that's not fun.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, that fair. All right, Stacy, we're ready for your call.
This is to my husband at East Ham unit, Sporty Black. Hey, baby. I hope you're doing good, and I trust you're getting this blues chaser on a Friday night. And I hope the other stations ain't squeezing me out, and I'm all up in your ear. It's a Monday night here in Virginia, and you know I'm missing you bad, too much. Otherwise, I'm doing okay, and I'm hearing from you consistently. As I trust you're hearing from me, but for this holiday, pushing back our snail mail. The girls are behaving, Pops is mending, as well as I am, so don't worry. And maybe I ordered us some items, yeah, those we've been speaking on in our pages. I ordered me those books you spoke on, and a couple of mags for you. They're not the ones you wanted, but a little something for my birthday, man. Yeah, I'm wishing you a early happy birthday, in case we don't get to connect. Yeah, happy birthday, sweetheart. I miss you. But this is a short and sweet hug, but I hope it puts a smile on your face. I'm out here all and eternally yours as you are mine. Stay healthy and safe and know we're solid, baby. I love you so much, and you mean it all to me. Mwah. Take care.
Thank you so much. All right, Jessica.
Hello.
Hey, you're on. Well, now you're muted again.
Okay, are we
There
good
you
now?
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good night, guys. Shout outs for George Rodriguez, Walls Unit, Hey, carnal, love you. Just here at home. Just a day of lounging around at the house this Labor Day Monday. Back to work mañana, back to work for you. By the time you get this shout out, you've had a short work week. So glad you're able to, get your mind distracted, and so glad that you're given this opportunity to learn some new skills because you're coming home soon. We're so excited. We're very hopeful. We're just praying that mighty God will just move in hearts of these politicians that will make this second look bill get through so you and many others like you can finally be reunited. Shout out also to the other field ministers at the Walls unit, James, Cantu, Pierre, sending our love and best wishes y'all's way. Keep the faith, brothers. Shout out to Big Tex. What's up, carnal? God bless you. Shout out to Raco, the best Sally anyone can ask for. Saludos, hermano. Que Dios te bendiga. Carnal, back to you. We love you so much. We're missing you even more. We're just so grateful to the prison show. We got this really neat keychain in the mail for the small contribution we made. We hope that God multiplies it. We love you, prison show. Dave, Hank, thank you guys. Thank you for working on this Labor Day, letting us make calls for our loved ones. You guys are saints. Thank you again.
Lord have
We couldn't
mercy.
it any other way. It's not work to us.
Yeah, it's not at all. No.
Oh, that's so good to hear. That's
Yeah, it's a way of
beautiful.
life.
Thank
many
you.
years-
Thank you for your service. Thank you. Love
And
you,
thank you for
George.
your donation.
Oh, you're
you
very
so much.
welcome, guys. You're very welcome. If I could do more, I would.
Now, put all your keys on that keychain and flash that thing around town so everybody knows about the show.
Amen. Will do. Thumbs up on that one. I got
Amen. Thank you.
you. God bless you guys. Good night.
All right, good call. Let's see here. I am, boy, every time somebody hangs up, this thing shuffles again. I am at Gwen. Gwen, are you listening?
Of course I'm listening.
I figured.
This is for my honey at Darrington. Hi, baby. How are you? First of all, everyone out here is good. Your mom got your letter at the end of last week, and she sends her love. The kids go back tomorrow for their third and hopefully final first day at school. It's been a long time to get the school year started. Do I even have to tell you how happy I was for that unknown phone call the other day? All 4 minutes of it. You sounded so good. I was laughing when we hung up because you were talking so fast. I couldn't even say anything. You just kept on and on and on. If you could call me back really quick because I think I missed a few things, that would be great. I'm just kidding. But I can't wait to hear your voice again in real time, although it had me going through some withdrawals when we were finished. I miss you so much. I can't wait to get the next letter from you. I'll be looking for it maybe the end of this week. I sent you a JPay on Sunday, and that's about it, baby. I'm going to go to bed. I've got to get up and get the kids up for school in the morning. More Logan than Daisha. He's not good at getting up in the mornings. I'm sending you lots of hugs and kisses and sweet dreams. I love you, baby. Good night. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Miss Gigi. Oh, Gigi. There you go.
Good evening, Prison Show. This message is for my brother Ismael in Darrington. Hola, hermano. Te quiero saludar y decirte que gracias por tus palabras de ayer y ahora. Son muy especial para mí y te digo que te sigo poniendo en mis oraciones para que te sientas mucho mejor, ¿ok? Ve al doctor, chequéate y te amo al alma. Y también un saludo para tu amigo. Dile que está en mis oraciones y que te mando un fuerte abrazo. Thank you, Prison Show. Dios les bendiga. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Okay, so let me see. Where am I now? That moved. Oh, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. There you go. Melissa? I can see you're unmuted, but I don't hear you. Melissa, can you speak? I don't hear anything from her. I can see her phone's unmuted, or her Zoom is unmuted. Maybe it's her phone. Okay, all right, let's move ahead to Angela, and we will come back to Melissa. Maybe she can figure out what's on her end. It's got her muted. Hey, Angela.
Hey, this message is for Randy Jones at the Stringfellow unit. I love you, baby. I hope you know that nobody loves you like I love you. I hope that you're doing well and you're staying cool. I know you're ready for it to cool off. I love you so much, honey. I think about you every minute of every day. Have a good night. Thank y'all.
Well, got a lot of things going on. Melissa, you want to try? Oh, well, she's connecting. That's what's up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank God. I'm so sorry. I do not know how that happened. But I just wanted to give this shout out to Cyrus from the WIN unit. It's Kitty. This is the first time you're hearing my voice, and I tried to call last Friday, but I had no idea what I was doing. Go me. I just wanted to say hi, and I did get your letter today. I just responded back as well, so you'll probably get that tomorrow. I also wanted you to know I missed your call yesterday. I knew it was you. I knew it was you too. And as soon as I picked up my phone, it was gone. And I just want to say I'm so sorry. I just can't wait to see you. I can't wait to hug you, and I can't wait to hear your voice. I hope this gives you an adrenaline rush, because my heart has been beating out of my chest this whole entire time. Your mama and I text every single morning, and I'm so happy you like the surprise pictures we sent you for your birthday. I'm sending you love and strength always. I'm not going anywhere, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. It really means a lot. This is everything to us. So I hope
And
you guys
now you know how to do it.
night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. That was Melissa. I got Gigi, got Stacy. All right, so I'm going to the final 3 calls here. The last 4 of your phone number are 9643. You need to unmute and speak to it. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What's going on, man?
I'm blessed to see another day.
Amen.
Get ready for all this rain that's in the hit West Texas. I'll holler out on Mysterious Mike, you, Hank, and the captain. I better holler those sprees to you out there on the street somewhere.
Whoa, good news.
I holler at my few of my brothers over there. O'Brown on the Pulaski unit. You, San Antonio on Pulaski. You, Brother White on Pulaski. Let's see who else. O'King on Pulaski. Little fat Muslim over there on that Small Stars unit. And all you other brothers, hope all y'all doing well, man. I'm taking it one day at a time still. Trying to stay out these folks' way out here. Cause they act like they trying to send everybody back. But I'm gonna pray, and me and God gonna fight them every step of the way. And you know, I'm still trying to take it one day at a time, man. Y'all be cool, man. It's gonna be all right. I'm praying that it's gonna be all right. I don't know, Hank, man. Sometimes it seems like it ain't fair, but I got to put up with it still, man.
Well, you keep doing what you're doing because you're still here with us.
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
I'm fighting these doctors killing me in my insurance, but the insurance paying for it, so I got to go along with it.
Well, don't worry too much about that insurance company.
Oh, I'm not.
They
Well,
got the
making it
money.
killing.
They got the money.
I'm going to get 2 teeth pulled next week, so I'll be all right.
All right, we got to run. Hey, next time when you call, turn your music down.
Oh, that's that jazz, man. I give up on that jazz. Y'all take care and know them think about all you brothers, man. Love y'all, man.
All right, you too, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
6657. 6657. Unmute and talk to us. 6657. All right, I'm going to come back to you. 5811, you're on. Oh, no, that's Clarence, isn't it? No, okay. 6657, you are our last caller. You're going to be awful disappointed if you don't unmute and talk to us. Well, we're really out of time at this point. Oh, wait, did we get them? No, sure didn't. Well, folks, that winds up another great prison show.
I think 5811. I don't think that's Clarence.
Oh, is it?
No, she's
okay,
trying.
5811. All right, I see you unmuted now. There we go.
This is Elizabeth calling for Isidro at the Polensky unit. Hi, mijo. Just want to tell you I love you and we miss you. And Chaganta wants to say hello to you. Say hello to Isidro. I hope you like that. He misses you. But anyway, you take care in there. We received your letter. And your book should be coming to you, I think, the 21st. The order was filled on 9/3. So just to let you know. But anyway, let me pass the phone to Dad. I love you and I miss you very, very much. And hopefully when this stuff is over, we get to see your smiling face. Good night, mijo. Here's Daddy.
Hello? Hello?
6657, hold on just a minute, please.
Yes.
5811, you're still on.
Hey, mijo, I just wanted to tell you that I love you, mijo, and I miss you, and I can't wait for this deal to be over so we can go visit you, but you just take care of yourself and stay clean, stay away from the coronavirus. Love you, mijo. Good night.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Good
Well,
night.
thank y'all so much for calling. 6657, you're on.
Okay, sorry about that. This is Julie from Georgia. Want to say hello to my nephew at the Polensky unit. Hope you're doing good. We're doing good here. I go have eye surgery on Wednesday, so hopefully it'll come out good and I can see again to write you letters. I talked to your dad today, and him and Paula seem to be doing really, really good. Your Uncle Ronnie says tell you hi, as always. Teresa and Alicia wish you the best. So just God bless, keep you safe, keep your head up, and thank you guys so much for this. I don't know why I'm having trouble getting unmuted.
Well, just work on it during the week if you can. And then
yeah, I usually let you guys mute me because I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. And
well, that
so I
usually
don't know.
probably works better. It's easier. David knows how to do
Okay.
that. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good
Thank
week.
you so much. All right. So it's been a great show, folks. Thank you for everybody that called. Thank you for everybody that donated in our pledge drive. And you can still donate anytime you want. Go to kpft.org, click the red donate button. And I see everybody's
He's
holding
got
their
his-
swag up.
He's holding that key ring up. Wants to make sure
Yeah.
everybody gets one.
Yeah,
Mike, the
get that.
guys inside don't have keys. They can't see that. You gotta tell them something.
Yeah, they don't have video or keys. Yeah.
Gotta love Mike. Gotta love Mike.
Well,
Say, Hank, it's been a really good show.
Yeah.
I was really I really enjoyed the guests. I really enjoyed hearing from Miss Sherlonda Brisby. You know, I tell my story all the time. My mama, she loved me the whole time I was incarcerated. And she didn't always tell me what I wanted to hear. She told me what I needed to hear. And then at the end of it, whenever the time was right, she let me know that she was praying for me to get out because she had seen a change in me and she knew that it was time. So that's what mamas are for. So thank you so much for loving your and supporting your loved one. Guys, we know that it's tough. We hear all the lies and stories and everything that's going on that's coming out of TDCJ. We see the lawsuits. We see hunger. We see terrible, terrible things. but Hank and I, we've done time. We know we've lived the nightmare. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Just stay tough. Keep your head up. Don't let it get you down. I heard a lot of talk tonight about keeping the faith, and that's what it takes, man. You guys got to walk by faith. Trust that you washing your own mask and you taking care of your own business. That's what's going to get you through all this stuff. And in the words of Hank, washy washy. If you touch it, wash it. If you even think that somebody else might have touched it, you need to wash it again. So in the meantime, y'all stay tuned for Rebel Radio. Thank you so much for tuning into the Prison Show.
Good night, everybody.